Good morning, Beau. Good morning.
It's Monday morning, 4 May 2026, 6:42 a.m. and the climate is 55 degrees Fahrenheit. That there's Beau. We're going a quick poop walk. The first poop of the day is in the bag. Now that Beau's completed her business, it doesn't look like she wants to walk anymore, but we're going to force the issue. Come on, Beau. This is literally the only real activity she's going to do today. We're obviously going easy this morning. Beau's done, she did good this weekend, really. She did a lot of swimming yesterday. Almost too much swimming, really. That was unexpected. There's got to be something dead or smelly in the vicinity of that bush. And normally I would check it out, but it's too dang hot already. And the phone-based climate model says it's going to be 88 degrees Fahrenheit today. That'd be the high, which of course tells us that the price of motor fuels is still too low here in North America. You can see Beau's being quite recalcitrant. She did take some water before we left, but you can see she's going to need some more. Actually, this is a little unexpected. Beau was motoring ahead quite a bit there. All right, let's keep it up, Beau. Come on. And now we got a potential ground animal situation. I wonder if there's rattlesnakes in this brush. I hope not. We've never seen any, but we don't really, truth be told, come out here much in the bad season. This has got to be some kind of mammal situation. That's good instincts, Beau. We're not going to get much distance this morning. It's been 20 minutes. We'd like to do a minimum of 40, but this is ridiculous. And today is going to be a day of rest, I guess. I'll be resting at my desk all day. Beau be lounging. She actually was in the office quite a bit on Friday. Normally she wouldn't be in the office trailer, but she was under AC protocols for much of that day. And I think it was because Rudy was working that day, and he does enjoy air conditioning in this climate. So yeah, you can see Beau is pretty much ready to go back to the coal face. Now, I'll observe that there's 231 days till winter. Which is the good season. Yeah, it's almost getting, I didn't check the climate model, but it seems to be almost getting too warm to even be out of doors now. It's 7:20 a.m. I hope Beau spends a little bit of time this afternoon with me in the office. We'll see about that, I guess. Yeah, every day during the bad season it's a struggle. Gotta get through each and every day. I'm just remembering the benefits of the good season. No ticks. Is the main benefit. Nice early morning walks with Rudy. Things like that. The time now is 11 a.m. and the climate is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna walk Beau here to the back 40 to stretch her legs. No way. There might have been a rabbit. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the time is 11:58 and the climate now is 85 degrees Fahrenheit. I left my desk because a chemical had arrived by the Amazon delivery. So I'm gonna oversee some mixing and weighing of this certain chemical. I'm not gonna get into any details, but I was looking down here and I saw Beau jump over all these pipes real fast. I never really know what Beau gets into most times of most days out here, but might have been rabbit activity. I don't know. It's hard to say. Well, it's quitting time now. I'm going to try to get Beau loaded out of here without her dying of heat exhaustion. between here and the rig. I don't think there's going to be any rabbits. Beau will act like there is, though. All right, let's load up. Come on. Load up. Well, we'll check back in later again. Oh, there she comes. Nicely done, Beau. Seriously? Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. There's a bad dog. Load up. Let's go. That can't be good for your paws, Beau. Get up off that gravel. Come on now. Load up. Load up. Load up. Load up. Load up. Go. Nicely done, Beau. A lot of pride. Seriously? We got to get that collar off, Beau. Yeah, it's better. I'm using a rabbit as a book prop. That's what she's looking at me for. Good morning, Beau. Good morning. I'm not sure if Beau's ready for the altitude training this morning. Yeah, she's awful snug. Oh, it's Tuesday morning, 5 May 2026. The time is 5:42 a.m. The climate's 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Another way to say that would be Cinco de Mayo. That's in the Spanish language. We're out here at the base of Badger Mountain. We're gonna do a quick altitude training session / morning poop walk. I do expect to see the rabbit crossing the trail around here somewhere. Good morning, Mr. Rabbit. Huh. Let's go. The first poop of the day is in the bag. That's a rabbit. There's a rabbit. You can see his ears, Beau. Uh, I was about to say this is not good. She's got the bloodlust up in her. And the scent is fresh, very fresh. It's fresh coyote droppings, coyote scat, coyote poop on the trail. That's why we're running the electroshock collar. We're not going to see them. Yeah, they're down in the parking lot. We're too late in the day to see them at the summit, but they're somewhere down there. I'll have to check later. I don't know if you can drive any slower than how he's driving right there. That's Dave's little Toyota Echo. Tires cost more than the rig itself. It's his commuter slash dog hauler. There he is right there. Go. We got a trekker coming down the hill. Seriously? All right, we just moved off the switchbacks right there to the road. It's a little more efficient. It's more steeper. And we don't have all day because the sun did come up on us. And every minute we're out here presents an additional climate hazard. I'm hauling water, of course, for Beau, but these are not the times to be walking a golden retriever in nature. I'm guessing there's 232 days till winter. That's based on some research I did a couple days ago, which I don't entirely remember. Well, this is the saddle area. I think this is 650. I measured it, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. We're not doing that ancillary hillock, nor we're going to the cell towers. It's just not efficient doing that extra, I don't know, 100 yards, 200 yards. We just spent the last probably 8 minutes trying to do mountain photography to get a picture from my mother, and also to practice when we do the expedition. Obviously next week I can bring a tripod, but I'm pretty skilled in setting up the camera phone up amongst the rocks and such. So now we go ahead and head down and go into the job site, do the work for the day. You can see Beau definitely has a spring in her step going back. She doesn't like going out, she likes going back. She's not here for the altitude training though, she's just here to use the nature toilet and to stretch her legs, really, if the truth must be told. She was looking at a trekker that just come up on the other trail. Not sure if there's a dog, but I'm pretty sure also Beau's not going to be running off at this point. Well, not that sure now. You can see now we're in a shady spot. The climate's probably 10 degrees cooler now here in the shade. That's why billionaires like Bill Gates wants to block out the sun to make it better for the climate. This is sort of what the world would be like if humanity could just block out the sun. Yeah, it's neat though how far humanity has really evolved, that now we know the science and the physics teaches us that high motor fuels taxes can change the weather. And if you think on that, I would advise you to move to a state like Washington or California or Oregon or New Jersey or New York and do your part to change the world. By paying the high motor fuels taxes for humanity. Now we're back into rabbit country. There's a small bird right in front of that pine looking tree. Yeah, it's a bird, Beau. She's a bird dog, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I like the LLD sufferer / idiot that my mother raised. I was sort of dissuading Beau from chasing after a bird, even though literally that's her call in life, not rabbits. Golden retrievers aren't really rabbit dogs unless you're Simba. Come on, Beau. Come on. Got somebody coming on the trail. Meanwhile, Beau, here, private property here. Beau, here. Here, come on. Yeah, that gentleman is walking at the pace that I would be walking if I hadn't done all this altitude training this year. But actually, truth be told, again, it started out as kind of a joke and then it spiraled out of control. But now I think I'm realizing that here in the bad season, if you wake up early enough, like 4 a.m., you can actually get up here on the mountain without any rattlesnake hazards or people hazards, except for that gentleman notwithstanding. I'm not saying we're going to continue doing this altitude training after next week's expedition. I don't see the point. Except for it's good to get your dog out into nature. I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna fill up. This is the first time in 55 years I've ever gone to a Costco gas station. It's gonna be interesting. Well, my first impressions are there's too many things to put your membership card into. That's the one for future reference. I saved over $3 though, so that's good value. And the important thing for my conscience is our motor fuels taxes per gallon. So even though I had significant savings, we still paid the full motor fuels tax. So we did our part today to save the climate. You can see Beau's proud of me and my efforts. Now, normally this would be the time I would take Beau home and power nap her. But we are running an experiment today at work, and I do have to work every day pretty much to afford the motor fuels taxes. Yeah, and another interesting silver lining is we get to take the Colorado Dawn cutoff to avoid the traffic there on Queensgate. So, I don't know, pretty much the day is going to be all downhill from here. We're going to try to take it 1 hour at a time, get through the workday. Time is 6:57. Well, we're back at the coalface. The time is 7:12 a.m. and the climate is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Checking to see if we're generating any NOx, oxides of nitrogen. I didn't think we was going to, but I don't see any red clouds yet. That's the level of science we do out here at the test site. All right. Well, now the time is 9:30 a.m. Checking for rabbits. Beau is always vigilant. Well, we're back home now from work. I guess I'm gonna rustle up some grub for Beau and then kind of ease into the evening time. Time is 4:14. We've been up for 12 hours and it's been hard to be up for that long. That's for sure. Well, Beau's been napping, I guess. The time now is 6:05 p.m. We're running out of time on the day. I had to do a little bit of wrenching. The Ford Ranger threw a code. I was at my wit's end, and then I remembered I had a diagnostic reader for the Lexus. And so I was able to track down a vacuum hose that had come off, and it's probably the only repair job I would be capable of doing. But we got it fixed. And I'm gonna wash up here real quick and we're gonna get Beau on the couch. I was gone away from her for about 25 minutes. Well, we're about to go over to the couch, but I'm looking for some more stuffies in the stuffy stockpile area up here. Something big. Both brung most of the stuffies upstairs. This one's seen better days. Here's a little squirrel. All right, that should do you for now.
bittersweet story, as the first game of high school football season is a week away. Blackwater, well,
well, you know, Blackwater's not.
Good morning, Beau. Good morning.
Well, it's Wednesday morning, 7 de Mayo, 2026. Time is 6:15 a.m. on the dot, and the climate is 56 degrees Fahrenheit. We're out here with Beau this morning doing a quick poop walk. Well, we're about 6 minutes too late to avoid this dog that's coming up there on the path. We're gonna try to sneak around, I guess, because of Beau's behavioral issues. Yeah. Actually, they may have seen us. I think they may be waiting for us to pass. No, they're coming right to us. Well, here we are at the second outdoor toilet. There's no luck between the house and this location, but I think now Beau is gonna go ahead and set up for her first poop of the day. It's not a bad place. If you're a dog and you do want to go to the bathroom, this is one place I would recommend. Yeah, she's setting up. The first poop of the day is in the bag. Seriously? Too slow, Beau. Oh shit. There's a dog down there. Beau! She fooled me. Beau, here! This is not a good place to swim at this time. Don't even do it, Beau. Shoot. Yeah, this park entrance there, that was a bottleneck from hell. About 6 to 10 dogs were all being unloaded, some with their owners getting coffee and some kind of just setting up for their morning walk. And so We timed this morning to be done by 0730 hours, which is the time I prefer to go to the gym. But we're not doing that again. Every time I tell myself it would be safe to sleep in a little bit, but not with a dog like Beau with her behavioral issues and her oppositional defiance disorder. This is the urban portion of the walk. It's even more boring than what you just seen. But there will be a pink ball in a little while, and it's always fun to see what happens with that. You never know. Nice and, hey, Beau, no. Just wants to go down there and smell that drain. Go on, Beau, fetch it up, come on. Beau, look alive. Go on. That's ridiculous. Well, in Beau's defense, it is quite warm. And I guess running after a bouncy pink ball in the old-timey parking lot in the old commercial industrial district here in Richland is probably not all that fun for a dog like Beau to do. Nice job, Beau. Nicely done. Nice effort. Grizzly bar. Well, I'm back from my fitness journey, 42% toward my annual fitness goal. Looks like Beau went ahead and took a little power nap under AC protocols in her Princess and the Pea dog bed there with the second cushion for her. She looks awful snug. Well, I prepared a nice brunch for Beau. It's mostly kibble with a little bit of that flank steak. I gotta change my clothes, and then Beau's gonna actually spend the day with Rudy today. It's Wednesday. We gotta get rolling here pretty soon. It's a late start Wednesday. Well, we're headed over to Rudy's house, but my boss just sent me a text, so I'll be okay. I can handle it. Just kind of curious. He hardly ever communicates with me. So we're going to take care of that. It was just dumb luck. I went into Safeway this morning. I needed some vitamins. And then I browsed the very sparse dog toy aisle, but they always have the black boars. And then just finding that rancid meat is so rare for Safeway. Rudy is a landscaper. Rudy lives the life of a king, or maybe a prince. Oh, there he is. Hey, Rudy. Hey, Riley. Don't do it, Beau. Come on. Hey, Rudy, how's it going? Good morning. Where'd Beau go?
So she said, yeah, that he is favoring that, right?
The front right?
Yeah.
What was the verdict? Just rest?
No, she's gonna do an X-ray this afternoon.
Oh, good.
And blood work, and then put him on an injection for
like a steroid?
osteoarthritis.
He's not ready for osteoarthritis.
Yeah, but I want to keep him moving.
Whoops. Where's Rudy?
Rudy.
Where's Beau?
Beau.
Hey, Beau. Hey, Riley. Didn't see you down there. Hey, Rudy. I thought you'd be at the gate like last week. Oh.
They're all sitting around the.
Okay, we're back home now. This is the rancid meat from Safeway this morning. Very thin sliced New York strip and then a thicker, more rancid looking. Wasn't that good of a deal. All told, it's like $10 a pound. So we're gonna rub it down tonight and cook it up tomorrow. But now we're gonna feed Beau the remainder of the flank steak. Okay. It's looking nice. The weeding and the watering is done. Now we're gonna go back inside the house and sit on the couch. Yeah.
Good morning, Beau. Good morning.
Well, it's Thursday morning, 7 May 2026. It's 5:31 a.m. and the climate's 54 degrees Fahrenheit. We're out here at the base of Badger Mountain working on the altitude training with Beau / poop walking. The first poop of the day is in the bag. That's that same rabbit from the other morning. It's a cottontail. Well, it's a little unexpected. There were actually 2 rabbits on the trail. We always thought there was just the one. Okay, we just completed an early water break. All right, there's Simba and Chase's car. I'm really not sure what trail they take. They should be somewhere near the summit. Okay, we have our first trekker coming down the hill here. I think it'll be okay. I'm not sure how aggressive Beau actually is this morning, waking up so early like she did. That gentleman was booking pretty good coming downhill. He said he was doing dandy. So I take it that he's an old timer like me. That's old-timey expression is what I mean.
Hi. Hi, stinkers. Hi. Yeah. Hi, boys. How you doing, Chase?
I see some movement down there by the Echo, that red car. Looking for Chase, maybe rolling around or peeing on something. Yeah, I look like Simba. All right, this is where the real training begins. This is the steepest portion of the walk. It's about half as steep as what we're going to be doing next week. Maybe even 1/3 as steep. Beau's not training. She's moseying. Okay, it looks like Beau's walking a little better now. We're essentially on level ground. This is where we turned around on Tuesday. We're gonna go up to the towers there. It's gonna be a fairly slow work day. We did get the jump on the day, so we can make the time. Especially given yesterday we didn't show up until 9:30, but anyway, that's a different deal. This is going the extra mile. We only really have just a few more days of availability for the altitude training. Today my baby Beau is doing kind of a back-to-back training. He walked somewhere, camped, and now this morning he's walking it again. I think he's trying to get 3,000 feet. 3,000 feet, my guess. He doesn't know this yet, but he's going to be our Sherpa on this expedition. He's the fittest of all of us, so he's going to be carrying the most kilograms. There's a partridge right there, Beau. You see him? She smells him. There he is again. Yeah, we got orange peels on the trail. There's only two people I know that eat oranges while they're walking, and that's Dave Warren and my baby bro Trav. Neither one of them have been up here in a while, so there's a third person that we do not know that will bring their orange peels up here to the mountains. All right, the only remaining hazard now is going to be rattlesnakes. You can see how the area is sunny and rocky. And rattlesnakes like sunny and rocky areas. We got to get off this mountain. Okay, this is gonna be the turnaround spot right where Beau is. I'm gonna give her some water. Then we're gonna head down. Time is 6:22. We tarried quite a bit. Beau, come on back. Too far. Beau, come on. Come on. Okay, this is the difficult part of the walk. It's very rocky, and I cannot keep up with Beau. It would help if my mountain slippers had any level of traction on the soles. They don't. So it's very slippy. Oh, we made a stop at Yolks, and we found the Wagyu brisket again on sale, $8 a pound. So I'm gonna freeze. I got a large one, and also some things to smoke this weekend. We're so stoked. A lot of rancid meat. We're back at the cold face. The time is 7:33. The climate is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. I got to get this meat in the work fridge. But first I got to get Beau out of the rig. She had a nice little nap coming into the workplace. All right. Nice job, Beau. The time is 1:55 p.m. and the climate is 79 degrees Fahrenheit.
Simba. Chase. Snowing, huh? Snowing in May. That's our life.
Well, we're back home now. I'll have to mow the lawn, but first I gotta put this meat away. This is the meat I got this morning. Brisket, $8 a pound. These little beef ribs, $4.77 a pound. Not quite rancid. They'll be rancid tomorrow. This thing, $9 a pound. I'm gonna throw it on tonight with the other meat we got yesterday. So we're gonna have a rancid steaks, and then probably Sunday we'll have some rancid ribs. They'll be rancid by then. This is going in the freezer for the end of the month. American Wagyu brisket point. I almost injured the dog. This knife went flying. I threw it in the sink, but it bounced off the... Oh my gosh, sorry, but I gotta be more careful. I'm kind of in a hurry. Meat's prepped. Let's get to the lawn. Well, your weeds are mowed, Beau. Just started the grill. We're gonna get to that here in a sec. It won't take too long really to cook up these little strange steaks and such. These little New York strips are a joke, as you can see. They're so flat that they're probably going to turn out to be inedible. Hell, they're probably done. Yeah. That's pretty good. Well, that's the meat. This is the so-called New York strip. It's basically the edges of it that are mostly, well, kind of fatty and gristly. So what we want to do with this is we want to go ahead and put it into Beau's food dish like that. And then she has a half portion of kibble in there. She's doing a little hop. Do you see that? So this will provide pretty good nutrition. And you can see she's eating very well. I went out today at noon to give her her noontime biscuit, and she was up on a USPS truck getting fed by the USPS driver, actually. It's kind of an awkward situation. She gets treats from a lot of folk. I wonder if this is any good. I'm gonna try this little piece here. Well, that's a gristle I cut for Beau. That's the gristly piece. It's flavorful though. It's actually surprisingly flavorful. Well, now I'm assembling components of the burrito. It's a lot of cilantro. It's almost gone bad. It dries out a little bit, I guess. Okay. I tell you what, if you ever come across flat iron steak for $8 a pound, go for it. It's actually better and tenderer than, well, that Safeway meat is really not that good, but it's pretty good. But this flat iron steak, which is like some kind of chuck steak, it's just so damn tender. You know what I'm saying, Beau? All right, there's my burrito. Well, the chores are done now, and seriously? Yeah, I forgot to get the portable AC unit on for the evening and the auxiliary fan. Okay. That's gonna set us up real nice for later this evening.